Welcome back everyone to Welstopia, and today we are here at my base, and this is what I decided to do with my zombie spawner. Now this is a very simplistic design, certainly nothing as sophisticated as what I did last season, and that's because I haven't quite decided what I want to do with this. And I decided to create something that can be easily assembled and easily torn apart until I know exactly what I really want to do in the long term. How to fit it into the theme of the temple and everything else. Therefore, what I do have is this space here where I just click off the light and zombies start to appear. And I just do this. So yeah, nothing to weaken them, nothing to weaken them, and nothing to collect the stuff. So it's not efficient in any way. Now, perhaps I could just decide to I wonder if that's a flaw in the design. I'm just wondering if that little thing allows baby zombie to get up there. I guess I'll have to find out. I think I'm high enough now I don't have to worry about baby zombies getting through. But what happens if a zombie tried to go from here to here? There you go. If I went from here to here, would a baby zombie... Well, I can't get that. Yeah, I can't make it, so hopefully if I can't make it, a mob won't be able to make it either. Alright, that's good to hear. And let's close that up a little bit, and I think actually I think I could just use a regular block up there. I think that should be enough. Good. Good. Oh, actually, I might have to do this. Depends on whether or not I can reach in. Yeah, I can. I can get in enough. The trouble is that the experience is apparently not close enough to come to me. Ah, then I use stairs. Let's try that. This is just hoping to reduce the possibility of my falling in the process. And let's just put this up here. And we could try that next. Let's see what happens when I turn off the light. Well, of course, the zombies appear. Oh, one of those blocks fell inside, I see. Alright. Well, but at least I'm getting the experience now, so that means I'm close enough to do it, but not in serious danger of falling out. But it looks like I still occasionally break the redstone. That's the reason why I had moved it, so I was no longer going to there. So that's a problem. Well, then I'll just have to do that, and I'll also reduce the chance of a baby zombie being able to get through, despite what I said earlier. That looks ugly! Well, obviously we want to do that and that so that I don't have that ultra ugly stuff in there. Good. Now that should now work. I don't think I'll be able to accidentally cut the redstone now. There you go. One very simple zombie farm. And probably later on in the series I'll take this, dismantle this, because easily made, easily dismantled, and turn this into a more sophisticated system, probably involving a water elevator, then dropping them down, getting them either weakening them if I still need XP from it, or killing them outright if I just want to collect materials from them. Then I also want to decide exactly what type to make. And before I do that, I think I want to see what type of spawners I've got here. Alright. Come on, die so I can get rid of this thunderstorm. Fine. Aha! You're trying to trick me, aren't you? Okay. Now I can go and rest! After that little incident, I decided to turn down the weather, so hopefully the next time we have a storm it won't be so loud that you probably couldn't hear me. But I did as an experiment see what would happen if I put slabs here and the zombies spawn above it and then fall to the floor. That is the thing about zombie spawners, is that if you got an unspawnable area due to being a slab or something like that, they will spawn above it and drop to it. And I think this is a good location for them. It's still low enough that the baby zombies can't get through, but it's not so low that I can't reach them from the floor. And the reason why I'm thinking of doing this is so I could put hoppers under here, put hoppers under there, and maybe for 2 rows, maybe 3 rows worth, put down hoppers. That way feed a chest, so I don't have to worry about going in there. But how about the drops? How good were they? I managed to get 2 1/4 stacks of zombie flesh. Now, some of that might have been before this point in there, but I would say that for what is not designed to be in any way an efficient farm, just here to be quick and dirty so that I could quickly disassemble it, and that's its main virtue, is the simplicity of the matter, that with that I think it's not a bad number. Obviously I would want better numbers if I was trying for maximum efficiency, which on this server is going to be tough because we've got all sorts of controls on monster spawns and the like, so you're not going to get your big super efficient farms anyway. And as I said, I don't want to commit myself to a major build on this thing until I've got a better idea what resources I have, what other spawners I have, and things like that. Now, that's my precautionary move on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some iron and actually build my first hoppers of the season and see what I can do about getting a chest connection. I now have 11 hoppers and a chest, and hopefully that'll be enough to do what I'm envisioning. And what I'm thinking of is taking this out and replacing these blocks with hoppers. And if I recall correctly, you are able to use hoppers in this way where, let's see, let's have these hoppers go like that. The idea here is that hoppers are able to feed through slabs like that. Hopefully I am not recalling improperly. Actually, we'll do it now here. Now here, see, I will want to feed through this one like this. Alright. I'll need to go around here like this, down here like this, and this one like that, so that everything feeds through here. That'll become our bottleneck, but this isn't going to be a large volume farm, so I don't have to worry about huge volumes of things needing to get through all at once. Get through here. It's going to drop into there, and that should Yeah, that'll be a little bit of a blind spot, but that's what we're going to have to live with. But that means that we will need this here. Now, I had dug this out a little earlier trying to search for a zombie that turned out to be hiding behind that wall there. So, therefore, see, I already got one there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So, therefore, this should be. Of course, I can't count. I mean, why should I be able to do that? And there, oh, actually, it may probably be best that I did take that out because I do need to get my chest here. All right. Now, for now, I'll just try just a simple chest in there. If it turns into a long-term item or something like that, then I could maybe try something a little bit more sophisticated. But there we go. Now, I need. I have to remember how these things work. Make sure that. Alright, I wound up with. Well, at least I know that the collection system works. That's always good to know. Good. So that means then that if I drop some cobble here, I should be able to have 11 cobble at the end. Perfect. Good. Closed door. I don't think I need a door here yet. I'll have to think of what I want to do with it. Then I could maybe create a door at that time. But let's turn off the lights and see if it works in practice. Hello? Thank you for coming to Pineleaf Monster Spawner. Now it does help that I have mending on this sword. I did get some equipment upgrades since the previous episode, where I now have, actually it might have been the episode before that, I just didn't mention it last episode, where I now have a sword that's a little bit better, sharpness there, sweeping edge, mending. The mending was by the store, the rest of it was, I think, combining enchantments and stuff like that, which was nice. Actually, I think I had a very good starting enchantment for this sword. My previous sword didn't come out all that well, so I just let that go into uselessness eventually, but that one's a nice sword. This pickaxe is one I've had for a while. That's my Silk Touch one. But the big thing is I have upgraded to iron armor, so I'm in full iron instead of this mishmash that I had before. And I know you're saying, this stage in it, I am upgrading to iron armor. I think most people on the server right now have full diamond, all nice, better enchantments than I have and stuff like that. But I'm at a slightly different pace on that matter. But anyway, those are the two main things there. The bow is meh. I had a better bow at one point. I have no idea what I did with it. I probably threw it somewhere. I have an iron pickaxe right now that's for my actual cutting stuff for fortune and the like. So therefore, unless I want to get the ore on something, I tend to use my diamond pickaxe since that has mending. And therefore, let's see what we've got here. Good. I think we can call that build to be done. Let's make sure nothing dropped on the floor. So get ambushed, right? Okay, good. I think that's a wrap for that. So now let's see what to do next. Our next stop is here in the Nether. And I finally found a route between here and the main tunnel area, and I've marked it out with cobblestone. Unfortunately, I hear these sounds that remind me of gas or something like that, so I gotta be careful of that. Essentially, if I start to run into gas, I run away. And because I don't like those things. But usually what I've been doing lately is going through here and trying to build up my route. Right now I've got torches in there, but I want a nice, reliable, well, at least I know where the gas is now, a nice, reliable path so that I will have difficulty in losing it because I am an expert in getting lost, and when you're an expert in getting lost, your best thing to do is to make getting lost as difficult as possible. So therefore I have been filling this in piece by piece. And once I do that, then I could worry about... Okay, that thing is a little bit too close for my comfort. I wonder if this is a good time for archery practice. Whoa, that thing... He doesn't like it when he gets hit, does he? And I'm a lousy shot. It was nice when I had that infinity bow that I lost. Okay! Well, that solves that problem. I thought he was going to be much more of a pain than that. Really? I was sure it's going to be much more of a pain than that. And that's typical of this part of the Nether, by the way. Big lava lakes, and that's why it took me so long before I found myself a little path to go on here, because most of the paths I could find all had these big pools of lava in the way. Alright, the main purpose of that torch anyway was to main purpose of the torch was to show me where the path was, since it's not going to give me sufficient lighting. But let's see, let me get through here, up through here. Actually, this is where I want to go through like that. And I think we can do this, because my target is that triple set right over. Hey, was that a gas tier? Ooh, I actually don't think I've ever collected one of those before. Alright, that's what they look like. See? It's a good thing I did go after that ghast in the end. And oh, the XP orb. Don't want to ignore that either. Alright, so let me finish connecting this and I'll get to the tunnel. Of course, I ran out of cobblestone well before I got all the way here, substituting some diorite at the end, but I did get up here where I have all these torches here, and this leads me up in here, and I think this tunnel... Does this tunnel take me to Stina's place, or does this take me to another long run where I can easily get lost? Does all sorts of weird maneuvers around here, and yeah, I forgot how this section goes. Oh, actually, oh, there it is right there. Now I am going to have to do something. Good thing I still had this die right here, because this is the entrance to my place, and that diorite should stick out like a sore thumb. And I will do this as my little lane marking. This is, of course, going to be temporary until I have a real tunnel. And we can go into here, and hopefully I can make something a little bit more pine leaf safe in here. Okay. And maybe right there. Good. And I can go into here, and I think this is the home stretch. Yes, this is Stine's tunnel, so I can just widen this up a little bit and turn this into a real nether tunnel, and this will eventually take me to my base. And occasionally, tell me where some quartz is? Did I just see quartz? Yes, that is quartz. Ooh, I know. I don't get distracted at all. What do you think? What do you think I do? All right, there you go. I gotta be careful here because this, you know about the nether, it's not exactly the safest place in the world to go about digging directly down. And I found that out a couple of times when I was going through here. I haven't been killed by the lava yet, but when you deal with the nether, it's only a matter of time, especially when you're doing nether tunnel construction. And there you are. I now have my connection, hopefully with a little bit less likelihood of getting lost over time, where I can get to and from the main area without having to make a large ocean voyage. But that is all for today. When we return next time, I think I need to either get going on my storage area for my base, because right now it's only rudimentary, or do some continuation with the nether tunnel project, whether it's this nether tunnel project or the nether tunnel project that I am doing for the community. But whichever one it is, that will be in our next episode. Until then, this is Pineleaf Needles reminding you to mine responsibly.